Oh.
You are now reacting to the new 7-member boy group Kingdom and their debut song, Excalibur. The concept of their debut album is of King Arthur and the Round Table, while the other members each represent a different historic king from across the world, like Emperor Qiyu in their music video Karma and King Ivan IV in their most recent music video Black Crown. The music video for Excalibur shows the members engaging in battle against unknown forces, while Arthur seeks to fulfill his destiny by pulling out the sword Excalibur from the ground. The song's lyrics are about the knight's journey of fulfilling their destiny. The song is composed by Rohan and Dank.
What?
D-D-A-N-K?
Dank!
I'm sure I'm butchering that. It might be
It's
like
supposed to be
D-Donk.
Korean, like dunk? Or like
Or
dunk?
Maybe it's Donk.
I like DD Dank instead.
Either way, cool name.
Also, the font for 2021, January 29th,
It's very old and
looks
medieval.
very
Yeah.
old
It's pretty
Arthurian.
cool.
Success!
They already did it.
Next to the very
Successfully.
modern Mnet. Let's
Yeah,
go.
for sure.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the boys are rolling out.
Wow.
Whoa.
Gregorian chant? Plain chant.
This is so like film score-esque to start.
Them soaring vocals. That was a bit more subdued than I was expecting. With all that build-up.
It's very evocative of medieval. Whether or not it was real or just in the consciousness as medieval.
Ooh, the Japanese folklore combined. This actually feels more like a Chinese wuxia.
Oh.
Oh, they're doing the work.
The major and then the minor. That's an octave higher.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go to chorus. Was that the chorus? Did I just miss it? No.
Strings.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa,
God.
whoa.
These harmonies are insane.
Chromatic. Let's go. Very exciting.
The tonality is just like fun. She's cute. She's energetic.
Is that an eyebrow piercing that's like the shape of like a... What is that shape? That's crazy.
I like the harmonies in the back along with the synth. I like his voice. Like it goes well with this kind of subdued verse.
Oh, I really like those chords. They're just very like gooey.
That's an interesting vocal quality.
What were those 4 beats for? Organ!
The chromatic.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Oh, it's the aspect ratio. Oh, the door is the frame. Cool.
Ah.
What they do with the sustain of the bass in the synth, just to create that space, it's super effective.
The 2 and 4 are so heavy. I like that sound. It's kind of like, it sounds like it's underwater, you know?
Oh, there's like a modulation there when he pulls the sword out. It goes major. It's a parallel major.
What?
That's cool. Oh, I like that. Doing ab workouts in the music.
Wow, whoever sang that line really, really went for the...
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I really like the space.
Ooh, the A minor 7 chord. I feel it.
It's especially powerful when they have those fifths against each other, the A and the E and the C and the G.
Hmm.
Did you hear that? That was so fucking high.
He's giving me superhero.
Just like my preview for what comes next.
Teaser time.
Oh, baby.
Foreshadowing. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it means something to someone.
Cool.
Maybe it's an Avatar reference.
Oh, the Chinese word says like the clouds embrace us. Something like that.
So that ending is kind of like a teaser for their next thing to come.
Oh, I feel so tased.
Let's talk more about the royal feeling you got.
When I think of royal, I think of like brass, triumphant sounds, which I guess maybe I'm just saying because there was organ.
That's kind of, yeah, like a grand,
Yeah.
almost, I feel like organ's almost like an expensive sound. Does that
Right.
make any sense? Yeah.
Right. Well, and there were a lot of ascending moments, so that's why I thought like royal, persevering, climbing.
Yeah, well, I kind of wanted to talk about royalty, but more in the sense of like how I kind of view it as vertically moving. The piece that everyone thinks of when they think of sort of the villain stuff is the Bach, like da-na-na-na-na-na. And sort of because of those like Baroque textures, like I guess I naturally assign those sort of like chorale-esque pieces, or those pieces that have that kind of identity. Just like anything that moves like kind of vertically. And in the chorus, all of the movements or all of the chord changes were on those kind of like strong beats, like the ba 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 ba. And so I was like, oh, okay, this is very like regal sounding because it's almost like a march. So when it came to that part where it was those descending chromatic harmonized tones, the da 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 da, that really caught me by surprise. I think I moved back like a couple inches. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Because that was just something that jumped out of the text, not just out of the texture, but out of sort of that march setting.
I think the pre-chorus stands out like the most to me, not the chorus. The chorus are amazing for sure. Like I love how the powerful bass and all. I think that's the saw wave, saw synth probably with the bass. That's really powerful. But I love the chromaticism, like da 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 da. Like that B flat is really bold. Like, it sounds wrong at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like you're adjust to it.
Yeah. And then the second time I listened to it, I realized that in the pre-chorus there's like a da dee da da, the really like church organ sound, like da dee da da. That sounds like interstellar motive. Not motive, but like interstellar sound. And then it really like suits with the scene. Because the scene is all about like really, I don't know, fantasy stuff.
That's pretty fucking
Dude,
cool.
that was a cinematic experience.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Where did the organ happen? I just thought it was funny. I was like, man, we just heard organ and then synth immediately after. But it worked. Like, it did work. It was just like, whoa.
But it added to the character.
Yeah, I
of
was
the
definitely
song,
in
for
character.
sure.
And then the like, plain chant.
The opening. Yeah,
What
it's
is this
whatever.
plain chant you're talking of?
It is, Liam, you explain. You're in the class
Oh
right now.
god, I don't wanna. Yeah, it's a monophonic, medieval singing.
Yes, it is.
Like before notated music.
What was my favorite part?
The many different descending chromatic.
Yeah. And I like that how they like did kind of a callback of that in the bridge.
Yeah.
I think musically, they like their chromaticism.
What emotions does the chromaticism or like colors evoke for you?
In this setting, kind of like a haunting quality. Filming of it too is, I think, supposed to evoke kind of like a spooky, a haunting quality to the story of King Arthur. But so I think that like sonically they did a good job with like the pulsating rhythm where it's like, it's kind of like a sub bass kind of thing they're doing where it's like in and out. It's like pulling into silence and then like, it's like a wave. It's kind of interesting. And that juxtaposed with like this, it almost sounds like when somebody gets a violin string on like a marimba. And I think too, with like they brought back the strings that like that build up, so it's just like a very uncomfortable texture. But then his vocal, like kind of going, what is it, like the harmonic minor type flavor.
Yeah, you might have
with mixture in
back
it. It's
from
like
A major, A
it's
minor.
just interesting.
We talked a lot about how there's even space within the mix when there is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in like
like in the chorus.
Yeah, in the chorus with the bass.
With the bass and like that synth sound they got going on, like the bop. I kind of want to listen to this like again. They add in that kind of like bass drum sound, that deep concert bass drum. It adds a bunch of ambience.
Like right
to it.
here. There's like almost nothing there.
Yeah, but
It's
it doesn't
just
feel
them.
empty.
Yeah, I know.
There was so much about the production I wanted to talk about. The whole song, I'm like, what? I'm not.
Let's do music first and then production.
Okay.
I think a good song, any good piece of music, has give and take. Has places where it sets up tension and places where it releases the tension. What I noticed specifically in this song, with reference to the fake drop, where they sort of built it up with these like textures that might have even been a scream in there somewhere, and it brought you up, and then it did this really half-hearted
This the
drop.
4 beats of.
It's stuff that you might have heard before, like lifts you up, bump, rhythmic crescendo, what have you, to get to the actual drop, so it feels really powerful. And it didn't feel as though they snapped the rubber band far enough back to have a satisfying release, or whatever metaphor.
It's true. There wasn't much tension.
Which I think is because of the production.
Yeah. Huh. How so?
Because of the levels. I think almost everything was too quiet.
Umu, we are on the same page! Yes, exactly. It's very quiet. When it's not being too quiet, I think the whole song was mixed pretty decently. But when it was being okay, somehow it felt hollow. None of it felt filled up, even though there was a lot going on. I still like the part, the boo 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 boo. Yeah, that was pretty good. Still quiet though. And the vocalists do some really interesting things. I like the way they nah. And then there was one part I think near the latter half where somebody just used like the really high, like he's like refusing to go into his head voice and his falsetto, just doing the highest part of his real register. And it was something I hadn't heard, and I think it was effective, but it was also really quiet.
Dude, this,
Just the drop into that, right? Just go like nothing and then huge drop.
it's just relying on the power of their voices entirely for that first bar of the last chorus.
And just a snare drum, really. That's it.
No, it's got
No
like
bass at all.
It's got like an anthem quality to it, right? It's just.
Yeah, this is a great you said this is their debut. Yeah, like what a
They
statement.
made a, yeah, exactly. They freaking said something with this.
This felt like a power piece to me, where it's just let it all out. But I needed something more to like hook me in, either something funky and want to make me dance, or like massively impressive emotional feels. But this was more atmospheric storytelling.
I feel like I just watched K-pop a la Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's like got that like fantasy-esque
Yeah, that's what I was
influence.
thinking. Yeah. I was like superhero. This could be like one of the next theme songs for the new like Marvel movie.
It's so like fantasy-esque because it plays to everything that we expect a fantasy soundtrack to kind of sound like at the beginning, or not even fantasy, but like your little medieval feel.
Yeah, medieval.
Like it literally started with like horns and that drum doing that ch-ch-ch, and then like the you kind of have that like droning like horn sound, and then it goes into like a little bit of chanting where they're like King Arthur, King Arthur, and then it goes into like the ethereal voices where it's like people singing like, and the organ later. I was like, oh, I see you. Okay.
The music video for Excalibur Excalibur shows the members engaging in a battle against unknown forces while Arthur seeks to fulfill his destiny.
Sorry, Mom.